Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We take a look at the Warriors. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Spurs, 5.5 games behind.
And, guys, for the Warriors, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Tobias Harris is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Harper in at the 1. And for the Warriors, they've got Yusuf Nurkic, Ojemski out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Moses Moody. Completely new 5 on the floor. San Antonio also making some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Stephon Castle. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Celtics put on a show. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Takes a 3.
Bang.
And MP gets it to go on the assist from Green. It's a tie ball game.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. MP against Harper. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama, a screen on Reed.
And that's when they say you can teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Bang.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
We talk about MP's confidence a lot. There he showed it, pulling up off the dribble and nailing the shot.
Pass to Champagnie. And here is Harper. San Antonio again missing. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And they get it. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Back to MP.
Bang.
Sinks the 3-pointer. Guinness has got 9 points.
MP works to refine his shooting mechanics every day, and it shows up in his game.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Spurs making a switch here. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Warriors, number 1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Pass to Champagnie. Jennings finds Bryant. Clock at 6. Here's Champagnie. The 3-pointer, no good. MP way outside.
Bang.
And the Warriors, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Jennings with the drive. Champagnie passes to Cornette. Now Bryant. to the inside. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And a wide open
Bang.
look for MP. And another three for Golden State.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the truth in us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Warriors ahead as they wrap up the first quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Austin Reeves out there with MP. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And another three for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Castle with it, now defended by MP. Champagnie passes to Bryant. Johnson against Reeves. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game
Bang.
for me is as good as it's ever been.
Vassell, he's checked in for Bryant.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Champagnie. In the corner, Castle with it. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Johnson. The 7-footer falls. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense needs to do more against Johnson. He gets assertive for the finish.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Spurs talent evaluators first surprised Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Rudy's checked in for Green, and it's done in for Austin Reeves. MP
Bang.
Right outside, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
MP against Harper. Banked in off the glass. Harper's got 8 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Well, their pass to McGinnis.
Bang.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Castle. Nothing on the board. shot no good, a bit short.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Porzingis sets the pick for MP.
Bang.
And the Warriors, another three.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Nurkic checked in for the Warriors. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Victor Wembanyama, third.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
It's Vassell on the wing. No good from outside. Warriors have gotten on a roll. Just
Bang!
kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Vassell outside. Here's Harper. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
And a deep three from MP. And another three from Golden State.
Bang!
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Nurkic with the steal. And here's MP for
Bang!
three. And another three for Golden State.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Inside, Nurkic with the steal. 3 on 3. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Johnson outside. Vassell kicks to Bryant. Pass to Wembanyama. And that time, also a missed shot. Wembanyama has got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4
Bang!
tries. The shot's good from McGinnis.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major
Bang, nice
drought, you
pass.
need to find some sort of momentum.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Wembanyama up top. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos has checked in, and it's Klay Thompson in for Moses Moody. The Spurs also changing it up. Tobias Harris comes in for Bryant. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Johnson. And here we go. Warriors running again. Here's Podziemski. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Castle. To the middle. Here's Harris. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
He's been doing this for a long time. Harris is so productive inside.
And a deep 3
Bang!
from MP. And another 3 for Golden State.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A 3-point barrage.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Driving inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
For San Antonio, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And Harper drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Thompson outside. And a deep 3
Nice
from
pass.
MP.
Bang!
From beyond the arc and then some. MP's got 54 points. And here's Harper from the water play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys.
Good
I
Lord.
learn something
So
new
pour me
every
up a
day.
shot of
Man,
whiskey.
you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Golden State Warriors.
Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
And that is a wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
Good Lord. So they're pouring me up a double shot of whiskey.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Reeves against Castle. Kicks it out to MP.
I have to hit that.
And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Wembanyama's out there with Harris.
Bang.
And it's Harper in at the point guard position.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for Golden State. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Vassell. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just
Bang.
let them score there.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Castle, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's the Warriors' ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run.
Bang.
And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Now, Castle. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Butler.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball.
Bang.
The shot's good from McGinnis.
He has been a key factor
See,
for them
it's
offensively,
not me.
scoring with
It's
consistency.
not my family.
And San Antonio's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Harris outside. Back to Castle. Pass to Vassell. Offensive rebound. Harper in the corner. The second chance effort, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game. Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength. But he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. The shot's
Bang.
good from McGinnis.
And this is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
McGinnis against Castle. Pass to Champagny. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Thompson, he's checked in for Austin Reed. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bryant comes in for Tobias Harris. Pass to Castle. From downtown, here's Cornett, and the layup is good.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time?
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you got to do it as a unit.
Here's Castle. Lays it up and banks it in. Castle's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
A nice shot by MP.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Bang.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got McGinnis. He's out there with Chris Dunn. Nurkic is out there with Thompson. And it's Santos in at the 4-man position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Cornett finds Johnson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, that barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. Thompson for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
MP from deep three-point land. Misses the 3. Johnson kicks to Vassell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Drills the 3-pointer.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Harper dishes to Johnson. Pass to Champagny. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often
than not.
The rebound by Champagny. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
As his career has progressed, Johnson has really improved as a playmaker.
Pass to Santos. Now here's Thompson. MP fires from way outside.
Bang.
Drills it from outside.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Outside Harper. Vassell outside. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Dunn. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Dunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Cornett passes to Johnson. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
I love Johnson's attitude. Marches down and gets his revenge with the 3.
Offensive rebound. Here's Dunn. That three off the mark. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Screen by Nurkic. A three
Bang.
from MP. Good. Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Cornette. Back to Harper. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just
Bang.
let it roll.
The shot's good from McGinnis.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Harper. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected cam.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
On the wing, Johnson. Dunn covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Johnson can't hit. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy
Bang.
passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted.
Bang!
Knocking them down.
That bucket in no time at all.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
That one drops for him.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
MP kicks to Dunn. Thompson passes to MP.
Bang.
And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made. Pass to Champagny. Back to Vassell. Fires from deep. No good. Shot missing. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home.